Okay, testing. Ah! Okay. Would it kill you, girl, to look my way? Or is it something that I just can't help? Sincere apologies from lonely old me. Or maybe you just ain't feeling well. You know, you got me anytime you want. I'm floating in midair. Watch out for birds and low-fly airplanes. They cut me up, but you don't care.
Yeah. My name is John Tyler Felix Cleveland Oliver Canada Benson Spencer John Max Connor Jamie Richard Martin Flores. I was born in Giant Fresno, California. I got started in music both listening and playing pretty late. It felt late in my life. I recorded maybe 30 albums in Fresno before I left for Santa Cruz. And then between when I moved to Santa Cruz in the fall of 2003 and now, I've done about 10 more albums. And the first 10 or 11 or however many I did completely by myself. And then after a while, I think it was 2001, I realized that my brother was getting better at playing the drums. And so I asked him to make an album with me on the drums, and that's kind of when James Rabbit became less of a pitiful guy that didn't know how to interact with people. And I can make friends. I have no problem making friends. I just can't keep a friend because part of it would be like, hey Tyler, do you want to smoke a pipe after school? I'd be like, no, I've got a trumpet track to do. I have multi-tracking software. Yeah. The first time that I ever saw you, were sitting on the couch at Nick and Rachel's apartment, and then we had Nikki and the Dreamers, and then there was a little while where I went home for spring break, and it was we were doing an album, and then you played on that. And I was like, wow, that's so weird. I've never gotten along with someone that plays all 6 strings of a guitar before. That album, it's called The Wanderer. We did the whole album in 4 days. It was one that was really weird, and I had Max do a few songs almost entirely by himself, and those songs are just really. There's a song where you have the CD. It's there's a song where it's a samba and it's going ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 da. A band that I was in, Anarchitects, that was playing a show at Jamie's Open Studios Gallery. It was a Thursday of that week, and Emily Heller, I think, said something oh yeah, we're gonna have my friend Sally from Washington is gonna be there, and she plays the violin. We're like, oh, that'd be so cool to have a violin player. And then we got there, and Jamie was like, this guy Richard plays the piano, and I was like, dude, take it. I don't want to play this thing. And Richard did the songs, and I really liked something about how he played some parts intentionally wrong on the keyboard. And then I was like, when I move into a house with Jamie, Richard's gonna live there too, and he's gonna play keyboard in my band. Jamie was the person, I told you this last night, who I feel is most instrumental in James Rabbit coming alive. That is, out of my room, and then into the living room, and then into the living room from another show, and then down the block, and then to another place, and playing live, because You know, I can talk, but it takes a village to raise a song child. Okay, so this is Spencer Owen. I met Spencer Owen at Jamie's house when he lived at Iowa Street. Then I heard through Rachel or somebody else, maybe even prior to seeing you in person, that there was this guy named Spencer Owen that had like 400 albums. I think was the term that she used. 400. And he takes over and blinders. Okay, well now we're in different leagues. Like before, we were guys that were in our bedrooms, that did albums. But now Spencer is a guy in a bedroom that does really outstanding albums, and I'm a guy in my bedroom that does ukulele albums.
Way to show all the girls that were golden, flaxen hair, debonair, and jewels. Saw the future look bright, we were on our way. Take my hand through the night, and we held just eyes, nose, and a mouth. She's nothing to get broken about.
I think the great thing about last night was the awe. Like when we were setting up the chiffon or whatever it is across the ceiling, people were silent. Like there was nothing to talk about except for what was happening, or like it was just like prepare, like we're gonna prepare, and like I feel like the best parts of the set, and I could go on about how well we did. I feel like the best parts of the set were also parts where like people were reacting with things that people don't usually react in shows. Like when John Quadro was going around popping the balloons, like people were like kind of like shocked, and like they were like laughing after it. Like the first time that we rehearsed it, he was like popping the balloons, and like because we didn't know the part after that in the song, like we just popped the balloons and like we stopped and we were like, yes.
The method like that we've been trying to approach is like it's like there's like the two wings of the eagle, total participation and successful production. It's not enough for like the ideal isn't just like token participation, because it's really easy to just like have everyone clap their hands or something like that, and like that like could be seen as like total participation, everyone clap their hands, but it's not successful production because it's not really realizing the full potential in each person. We need to be a really good band, and we need to be some sort of a cultural phenomenon where people expect that what we're doing is like we take it seriously. Although it can be fun, like you can have serious fun, but we work hard to do good work and like try to realize like our full potential.
Ideally, what success for me would be to be making music that a small amount of people that I love care about, and in some ways that's what I have right now. And so I'm done. I don't need to do any more. But I got more albums coming out. I'm a success, and I'm doing what I want, and the people that I love like my music, and the people at the concerts could one day be the people that I love. And if they like the music already, then we're already there.
I wrote the song during a blackout, so pardon me if it never sees the light. It's been rejected, as was to be expected, though if folks aren't coming home tonight, I feel like rolling down the hall of perfect arms by my sides, and by the time morning gets here, it will have been nice. I wrote this song during a bomb threat, so sorry if it seems a last-ditch attempt. It was panic, at least one person got sick. My palms, they were froze, and my hair went unkempt. There was an angel sitting proud about 3 rows down.